Welcome to IELTShelp.com's General IELTS test preparation videos. You will now see Tala from the Philippines get a fantastic 8.5 for her performance on this computer-based video chat speaking interview. After the interview, I will give you tips on what you can do for this format to get those high band scores. For lots of videos and strategies, including original practice exams and a fully interactive course, visit and join our premium package at IELTShelp.com. Also, follow us on our Instagram account at IELTShelp. Now watch and learn. Welcome to the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner for this part of the test, and I will give you instructions for each of the three parts. This is being recorded for marking purposes. What is your full name?
My full name is Tala Aquino, but you can call me Tala.
Okay, Tala, for part one, I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better and some questions on a general topic. Do you work or study?
I both study and work. I am currently learning to improve my English and get a good score on this IELTS exam. And I have been working as a freelance graphic designer for the past 3 years.
What is your favorite food?
That's tough because there are so many Filipino dishes that I really like. The one I prefer most is a well-prepared adobo. It's a combination of meat boiled in oil. It's really delicious.
Let's talk about cars and bikes. Do you know how to ride a bicycle?
Yes, I do. I had learned to ride a bike around the age of 5, and I've really gained an appreciation for it. Just last week, I went for a fun ride with my family.
How often do you ride a bike?
I usually ride a bike quite often, at least once or twice a week. Not only it helps me to get healthy, but it's also convenient to go around my neighborhood.
How often do you use a car?
I use a car frequently, whether I am the one driving or my husband. We have a comfortable SUV and it's really great for running errands and going on road trips.
Where do you usually go by car?
I usually go by car when I go to the grocery store to do shopping, or when we take trips to the park or visit a family or friends. Just recently, I drove to my friend Jasmine's house. She lives about an hour from me by car.
Is driving in your city easy or difficult, and why?
I would say that driving in Mabalacat is okay as long as I'm not driving during rush hour on a very hot day. During busy times, especially when it's very hot, motorists can get quite anxious and rude.
When is it better to use a bike than a car?
Well, when I'm not going far away from my house or I do not need to bring any bags, then definitely it's better to use a bike, as it also helps me to get healthy and give me a chance to do an exercise.
If you could buy any car, what would it be and why?
I love our family car, but if I could, I would probably buy a fully loaded Land Rover because it is really a good car and quite luxurious.
Okay, that is the end of part one. Now we will continue with part two. For part two, there's a card in front of you, a pencil, and some note paper. You will have 1 minute to look at the questions on the card, think about your answers, take notes in that time if you wish, and then you will have 2 minutes to speak. I will tell you when to start, when to stop. Okay, Tala, your 1 minute preparation time begins now. Go ahead, turn over the card. Tala, your 1 minute preparation time is up. Please begin speaking.
One really nice place to get some fresh air and improve health is in Marina Hills Golf and Country Club. This is a small 9-hole golf course located not too far from my house, about 3 kilometers away in the central north part of Mabalacat. This course has a lot of greenery and many amenities for improving health. They also have a really nice walking and jogging path around the course, which is I use sometimes to get a bit of cardio workout. Most of the people who are members here are in their 30s or older. If I had to say, at least 50% of the members are in their golden years. People come here to discuss life or business or simply have fun. The golfers are usually the people who have done well in life. They are the one who can afford to pay for the membership and other amenities. The course has sauna, restaurant, and a massage center as well. So after a long work week, it's really great to go relax and unwind.
Your time is up, Tala. I will stop you there. Please put the note paper and the questions and the pencil to the side. And now we will continue with part 3. For part 3, I will ask you a couple of questions related to your response and some questions connected to the topic of part 2. When did you start golfing?
I started golfing since my teenage years. My father brought me before and I really gained an appreciation for it. I think he took me golfing first. I was around 15 years old.
How much time does it take to play a round of golf at your local golf club?
Well, since Marina Hills is only a 9-hole golf course, it doesn't take much time. It's just a couple of hours from start to finish.
Let's talk about health establishments. What are some different places where people can go to feel better physically and mentally?
I think aside from golf clubs, people can also go to the parks, swimming pools, and fitness gyms, or even the local park to build their mental and physical fortitude.
Which of these places is the cheapest?
The cheapest places are the parks because basically it only costs the transit to get there.
And which of these places are more expensive?
The more expensive places are golf clubs and fitness gyms.
Why are they so expensive?
Luxury places are expensive because you have to pay for the membership.
What health centers should be government funded?
I think hospitals and childcare facilities should be paid for by the government, as everybody should have an access to medical assistance, especially children.
Which ones should be privately operated?
Definitely golf clubs and other luxury places like fitness gyms should be in the private hands because it would be unfair to be funded by the taxpayers' money. Fitness gyms and golf courses are all private in the Philippines and other countries as far as I know.
How have health centers changed in the past 20 years?
There have been many improvements with the health facilities, whether hospitals or gyms, for the last 2 decades. I think both equipments and staff have improved much these past generations simply because of better technology and education.
How are they still the same?
I think the basic structure of some facilities are the same.
In what way?
Members and guests should register and they also have to pay for a membership.
Let's talk about health tourism. Many people travel to other countries to improve their health. What are the reasons for this?
I think that two major motivators for health tourism is cost and services. I mean that for some services, it's cheaper to another countries, such as dentists in the Philippines is tenth the cost of dentists in the US.
Is it good or bad for a country to offer health services to foreign citizens?
I think it's not only good to offer a medical assistance to non-citizens, but also ethical. As the world is an increasingly global community, national borders should not create barriers for people's health.
Can you elaborate on this?
For say a child with cancer and he has to travel to Germany for some special treatment, he should not be denied his right to life because he's a foreign citizen. I think that would be unethical.
If many people leave the country for healthcare abroad, how does this affect their local health industry?
I think in the immediate, it would have a negative effect on services, but it also means that there is a fundamental flaw of the local healthcare system. It is either too expensive or it doesn't give an adequate service to its citizens.
That's the end of part 3. That concludes the speaking portion of the exam. You will have your mark in about 2 weeks' time with the other sections. Have a great rest of your day and remember your passport, Tala.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Clearly, Tala is between a very good and an expert user of the English language. For this reason, she would score a band 8.5. She has excellent fluency and coherence. She answers all of the questions completely and accurately. She presents a good idea for her Part 2 response and gives a lot of details. She answers, explains, and often gives examples. As well, Tala uses a wide range of grammar, including conditionals, present perfect, past perfect, and she uses quite a few different words throughout the interview. In addition, Tala's pronunciation is very clear. She could certainly score a band 9 for her pronunciation because it sounds like a native form of the English language. So where does Tala lose that half band? Let me explain clearly. A band 9, according to the IELTS exam, is an expert user of the English language. This is not everyday English. This is English at the highest level, where a person uses selective words and grammar to give expression and information in a very clear and professional way. Many native speakers who would sit the IELTS and just use casual English would not score band 9. Again, band 9 is professional English. It's the kind of English that you would hear in a university lecture or in a business meeting. Tala does make a few mistakes in her grammar and in her choice of vocabulary. When you watch the video and you're reading the subtitles, you will notice some parts of the subtitles are in square brackets. These indicate what Tala should be saying rather than what she is saying. It's these kinds of mistakes in her lexical resource and grammar that cost her that half band. Go back and check this out again. You'll see what I mean. Nevertheless, a band 8.5 is a fantastic score. Make sure to practice daily. Use the student partner speaking function on our websites regularly to practice with other students for free. You can do it. You can get a high band score just like Tala on your next IELTS exam. For many more video lessons like this one, as well as original practice exams and a fully interactive course, an app that connects to the course for a truly amazing learning experience. Visit and join our premium package at gieltshelp.com. Also, Follow us on Instagram at @GIELTSHelp. Begin learning for success today. Subscribe to our channel. Click over here. Watch another video? Click right up here. And join our premium package. Click on our hero to practice your speaking, get videos, exams, and an interactive course.